Hello everyone, Ghost Gen 3 here. Hey, just thought I'd show you some other toy here that I got. Now obviously this is my Glock 22 40 caliber. It's already been checked, unloaded. And the reason I'm showing you this is, and here's a mag, little Punisher butt plate on here. I thought it was pretty cool, but that's not why I'm here. This thing is, you can get these for about 20 bucks on, it's metal. On I think Lone Wolf District.com, I think, something like that, for Glocks. But anyways, what I want to show you is, I've had this for a while. This is sort of a copy of a Streamlight, the TLR 2, because it has a laser and a flashlight. And this one's made by IJK Optics Company. And they're pretty cool. I've seen them at the gun shows. That's the title right there, you can see it. And it's got the laser here, except this laser is green, which is what I preferred. The other TLRs by Streamlight have red lasers. So, anyways, I'm going to show you this extension right here, which is remote Glock for this, for the Glocks, which I think is even really good. Makes it easier to play with this. But let me show you the laser here. You can probably see it there. I mean, it is powerful. I'll try to blind you guys right here. But anyways, and then of course you have your, your light, very powerful. You have your strobe. Of course, you could leave it full on. There's your strobe right there. Let me get this. There's your full. There's also, of course, your strobe light and the green laser. You can tell right there. It's pretty cool. I like that. And if I just want laser only, and that's what you get right there. This thing is awesome at night. But you can see in the daytime, it's pretty cool. And of course, if you want just a lamp, like I said, that's really powerful. And this one has a strobe feature. Now, the reason I'm showing you this one is I like, of course, the way this has a spring load right here. You can take it on and off quick from the railings on the gun. But what I like is this part right here. This is what I bought, and I attached this. This is not too difficult. This is the box it came with, but it depends on the store. It's for $39.99. That's a little up there, I guess, but peace of mind, I'll show you why I like this. So let me see if you can read that right there. So in this box, what obviously came is not the light itself. I bought that separate. It's just this part right here that covers the battery cover, which is connected to this right here, the remote. And here's a remote switch that activates it. Now, what came in the box basically is just that part of the remote that attaches to the TLR, or in this case the IJK Optics. But it's a copy of the TLR 2, just by another company, and that's it. Here are the instructions. I know some people like to look at them, so I'll show you guys. Here's the battery cover, and that's what you remove, and the one that this remote comes already with its own cover. So that's pretty cool. And it's really simple to put on. And it even says Streamlight on the instructions here. And it'll fit the TLR 1, which is just the headlight, the light itself, and it'll fit the TLR 2, which is the light and laser. This one is, like I said, is green laser, which I love. And like I said, it's a powerful light. Takes two C3123 batteries, the lithium ones. And this is the way it works. Now, obviously, you see this right here. I'm moving it around. Usually everything has that right here, and you see the bottom of the railing right here. You'll see something that goes horizontal right here. A lot of times a laser or a light will hook on right there, and it's pretty steady. Sometimes it won't line up. So I noticed on this one, if I want it to line up, here I am doing it right here. Okay, right now it just lined up into that groove I just showed you. Now that's fine. I'll tighten it up, and I'll show you what's going on here in case any of you guys run into this with any of the TLR 1s or 2s once you add this remote switch. Now, once you have the switch on here, you can see this little gap right here. There we go. Well, I still played with it. I took it to the range, shot it. It still shot. It kind of bugs me a little bit. Not major, but it's one of those things that we all have our little pet peeves of bugs. You see that? So this thing should be right against your grip right here. Now, what's keeping it from being there is that horizontal groove right there that's on the weapon itself. Now, yeah, you could technically add some ideas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but you can put something in there, maybe cushioned. But it's holding well. It's not a problem. If I actually pull this trigger, this is where your middle finger is going to be. I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, same thing. Your middle and your trigger finger right here. So this activates it. What's beautiful about this this remote switch on this is if I set it right here for light only, then when you push this button here, the activator switch, then that's what you're going to get. See that? I want to blind you guys. And I can get, first one of course is regular light. Second, as long as I keep pushing it, then I get regular light, which stays on. And then I push it again, then I'm going to get the strobe feature. So I'm going to show you right here. So here I am. If I'm aiming at any threat or whatever, you know, this is what I'm going to be holding it. Here's my trigger finger right here. But let's just say here, this makes it so much easier than me having to reach here. I have smaller hands. Normally you'd have to be with your offhand because you're not going to use your trigger finger or your, you know, move around your hand that you're dominant with your weapon. This is what you would normally be doing, or some modified version, and then you can do this, or pull the switch down, pull it up like this, and it kind of takes you off your target and you're concentrating on this, so you really have to train a lot on that, just for muscle memory. Now I have trained a lot, that's just me, but still I thought there was something better. When this came about, this thing is awesome. All I got to do is push this with, or pull this with my middle finger. I don't have to play with this hand anymore. It stays steady on my grip. There we go. And my trigger finger's right here. It could be right here waiting if I got to do that shot. Now, what's cool is you could set it how you want. So now I'll move this little switch, as some of you know, but in case you don't, right here. It could go left, center, and right. Left is the light itself and the strobe feature. In the center, sets it for the green laser only. And to the right, I leave the switch there, and that'll set it for light and laser, and even strobe and laser. So you get a combination. Kind of wish I could do all three at once. I love these toys. So now I just set it for laser. So I don't have to play with it unless I want to change it. I physically have to move that little switch. There we go. See that little toggle switch actually. So I leave it there, and I just use this right here. So you can see the little button there, and as you can see, green laser. There we go. And I'll do a side shot so maybe you can see the laser here on my hand. Okay, so now I'll aim it here. There you go. You can see the laser. So what, like I said, it's bitching. Now I'm going to move it to the right, all the way right. You're going to get light and laser. And let's see. It's kind of hard to see it there, but let me see. Here we go. You can see kind of both a little bit. Light's really powerful. So, and there you go. You know, my little Punisher metal little decoration here. So you could see it right on its head. There we go, and I can do flash. Anyways, the light's not the one I'm showing you, but I mean, I might as well make it both all in one video. It's this right here that I love, this little remote that comes with it. Now remember, I said it's still sticking out right here. So if you were to line the laser, which you have the little wrench that comes so you can sight in your laser and with your sights, with your iron sights. Now what I noticed, I can shoot it good like this and it's perfect, even with this gap. I mean, it's not, you know, it stops right here on the remote, so it's not going to give you a problem. So it just depends on how you feel about it. It bugs me a little bit, but I'm growing into it. Now what I'm going to do is take this, unscrew this right here by hand, which I like. I love many lasers, but this makes it simple. Now what I just did, okay, I'm going to show you. Here's that groove I told you right here in the gun. So now we still have that space between the handle right here, your gun, or your grip, I should say your grip, and that space right here for the remote. Now if I want to get away from that groove on that railing, I just pushed it back. Now it's all the way where I'm sure it's supposed to be. Now is it fully into that groove that's horizontal to it? No, but guess what? I've tested this. I went to the range, you know, this is a 40 cal, got a decent kick, nothing major. So as long as you tighten it up, it's up to you. But guess what? Since I aligned it while I was in that groove, I had to take that little wrench and start resighting it again to your iron sights, because now it just moved it just a tiny bit. So it's the same thing. Now it's all the way back here. Yeah, it's not in the, you know, the groove right there. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this remote is made for the Glocks, for the 40 and 9mm, from what I've read, and it's made for the Smith & Wesson M&P, but I don't think it's out yet, but I could be wrong. So this remote is made for that, but double check. They might be coming out with, I'm sure, for different. So anyways, does the same thing. Here's with the laser. and it's right against her. To me, feels almost the same. I can't tell the difference. The only difference is when I look, and you can tell, now look at it, the remote's all the way right here to the grip. It's just not set right here to that horizontal groove. So it's up to you, and then it's not going to fall off. Look at this, it's pretty strong. It's on there. Once you tighten it up good, it's good to go. I mean, you're not going to have a problem. So the light is awesome. This thing I think costed me maybe about 200. Yeah, it's expensive. And here it says 2LLG SPX LED laser. And like I said, it's just another company making it, like Streamlight makes theirs. And you can find them on their website. I believe their website is WIJKoptics.com or IJK. Just put in IJK Optics and a search and you'll be able to find it. They have a really good return policy. I normally see them at the gun shows, and they basically, if I've had a problem with the light, they'll replace it or they'll check it out for you right there. I mean, their customer service right there. It's a family-owned business. Really good people, really good. Anyways, so this is the remote I wanted to show you, and like I said, it works great. I mean, it's not going to fall off. The thing is just awesome. I'm going to take this off and just show you again. Just squeeze right here and off and on. There's that groove again. So this is what, you know, keeps it from being exactly all the way up to the handrail right here. So, but like I said, it's up to you. I mean, I could file this and go a little wider, but then if I ever touch anything else, it might be a little looser. So it works either way. I tested this. I'm not going to be throwing my gun on the ground or anything like that, unless you give me one free to test. That's a whole different story. But I have hit my targets and everything. I've shot hundreds of rounds through it with this light right here. And like I said, this is $39.99. It comes already with the battery plate. On this one, unlike, you know, I don't have a TLR from Streamlight, but I did have to modify a little bit with a razor knife on the top just so this could snap in. This pulls back and you can pull your batteries out and everything. So it's kind of snug, so I'm not going to take it off. And like I said, it's great. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just this part right here and the base plate right here, the battery cover. And of course the regular battery cover, that mine came with it, that laser light. I bought these things separately, by the way. I first bought the light and then later on I saw this device at a store. So this is what my battery plate looked like for that green light laser. So then I took it off, and like I said, this one comes already attached to the remote right here. So I'll give you another better look at it. Let's hope this video comes out good because I'm out here outside in the backyard and hopefully the light's pretty good. There's the top part here, the light. Like I said, this thing is just awesome. It's daytime, nighttime, especially that green laser. Streamlight doesn't have the green laser on it from what I checked on the TLR1s or TLR2 and TLR3s. This company does, and it's, as you saw, it's just, oh man, I love this thing. So like I said, there's a light, there's the strobe, center on the toggle switch, there's a green laser, both sides, and then of course both, and strobe and regular. So however you want to set it, then that button will do it. The last setting you leave, that's what that does. It doesn't take a genius to figure this out. It's really simple. Like I said, you want green laser, set the toggle switch right here, and then this activator button on your remote will give you green laser. Set it to flashlight, it'll give you flashlight. So now you don't have to, when you have the gun, you don't have to, as you have it like this, you're not reaching down here. My fingers aren't that long. I don't have tiny hands, but there are smaller hands. But I mean, some of you guys have long hands. Well, hey, fingers, great, you're lucky. So you'd have to be doing this toggle switch like this, and you'd be doing this, but you're moving, even if you have long fingers, you're moving the thing, you know, the light and the gun. So even that little bit, depending on how far your target is, an intruder or anything else, you could miss, and it's easy to miss. I'm good, but hey, I miss too. And sometimes I even have missed at 4 feet. I'm going, what the hell? Yeah, we all want to blame the gun, even the light, but it was me. So at targets, like I said, and under pressure, or just, you know, hey, you got something cooperating because the psychological factor of the laser and the light. This thing's pretty blinding. I put it on me. I'm not going to put the laser in my eyeball, but I've, when I was in law enforcement and I retired, I have used the red laser back then, and trust me, it gives the people a lot of stress. But just think with this thing, now I don't have to reach. As you're reaching, I mean, you're doing this, watch my finger. As you're doing this, you're moving it up. I mean, you are moving that whole gun. So, and I'll demonstrate that right here. I'm sure many of you know, but in case for some of you that don't, like I said, it's better than nothing when they came out. It's awesome before this remote. But if I'm like this, here's what I'm doing. And I'm doing this and I'm playing it, but sometimes we do look here. Where is it? Am I finding this thing? And you pretty much can find it. When the suspect or that person looks at you, taking your eye off for that second, that's their window of opportunity for them. And I'm telling you, they do. There's idiots that do. That's just the way. Stupid is stupid. So, and then look, if I wanted the strobe, then I have to remove my trigger finger from here and start playing with this. That's just a lot of nonsense playing here that you shouldn't even have to do. So I am glad somebody invented this. I wish it was me. And now you're using that middle finger however you want. You're steady. You're not moving your grip around, and bam, you're set. That trigger finger is set right there. You're not moving it. And if you want to move, all of a sudden you want to switch, hey look, my finger's already there for the toggle switch. Not the plastic toggle switch that goes up and down, but this little metal one. And I just moved it to laser. And I can stay steady on my target. Just completely steady. It's just, this thing is just awesome to be able to do that. And so anyways, I wanted to show you that remote. And this is what it looks like, of course, with the remote on. And it's just great. If you got any questions or answers, anything like that, like I said, you'll run into that little gap. Just depends. Some things for some people, it bugs you. It kind of bugs me, but I guess I'm getting a little better and not being bugged so much. But either way works. It just, you know, that's how it unfortunately goes on to the Glock. But anyways, this is a little hand grip right here that I have rubber, which I like on the Glocks personally. It gives you little grooves. And but anyways, lifesaver right here. This thing is just awesome. So I've had this over a month. It works great. If you have any questions or whatever, like I say, one more view, just go ahead, feel free to ask and comment, and leave me some likes there. Thought I'd show you this. Bought this at a gun show. It's metal. Some girl does welding, and I mean, look at this thing. Is this thing cool or what? I mean, I'm a little fan of the Punisher. Let me put some light on here so you could see. Wrong one. There we go. I mean, this thing is just really cool. I'm just going to put it on the wall or something. The one side is kind of steel, silver, metallic type. And the other side is more of a sandstone or whatever, so I can put either side. It's a pretty good size. This is my chest right here, so there's the size of the Glock. So it's just something I just put out here just to have fun on this video. And anyways, thank you for watching and listening. I hope this helps on this remote. Take care and God bless.